Welcome to the second hour of Unews for this Thursday, March 21st. I'm Andrea Linares with continuing coverage. And we begin in Houston, Texas, where a severe chemical fire that burned for 4 days has been extinguished. But new problems for residents are emerging. Officials in Deer Park, just outside Houston, ordered residents and others to remain while historic floods continue to wreak havoc in the Midwest. Millions of people are under a series of warnings as rivers further south continue to crest, and as some areas finally dry out, others are anxiously watching the waters rise. Rafael Rodriguez has the very latest details. Massacre last week that left 50 people dead at 2 mosques. The Prime Minister is announcing immediate action to ban assault weapons. An estimated 1.2 million guns are in circulation in that country, and according to the Prime Minister, the buyback scheme could cost anywhere between $100 to $200 million. Are expected to be fully enacted by April 11th. 30 people remain in the hospital. 7 of those are in critical condition. And now let's head to Washington. President Trump arrived back at the White House last night after another series of relentless attacks on Senator John McCain, who died nearly 7 months ago, provoking outrage from McCain's family and also backlash from Republicans on Capitol Hill. One GOP senator calling the president's remarks, quote, deplorable. Case against New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft. He's reportedly planning to reject a plea offer to drop the charges against him. Paola Byron has the very latest. Up next, an aviation scandal. Stay with us. Stood by the comment, saying that his point was that too often the media discounts the chance of a woman winning by asking questions like that. And turning to immigration, a Honduran woman is distraught after getting deported. This after almost 2 decades of living in the U.S. She's left family behind who are illegally here in the United States, and now that family trying to figure out what happens next. A shocking story out of Texas. A Honduran father and his 1-year-old son were recently released from a detention center just outside San Antonio after immigration advocates sounded the alarms about the boy's condition inside that facility. It all started, and coming up next, shocking new details in the case charges. Don't go away. Welcome back. In Arizona, a mom who featured her 7 adopted children on a popular YouTube channel is now under arrest, accused of abusing those same kids. David Romo tells us what authorities are saying about this horrific condition inside that home. Another case of domestic abuse, a woman in Southern California being accused of keeping her 96-year-old father in a filthy house infested with hundreds of rats. Angie Sandoval has the story. And elsewhere around the country, in Louisiana, a wild car wreck with more than half a dozen casualties. According to up next, new developments in Minnesota. Around the world. A major clampdown by Nicolás Maduro in Venezuela. Venezuelan cyclone causing a humanitarian crisis in southern Africa. The nation of Mozambique reeling after this killer storm. To Unews. Today is World Down Syndrome Day, a day dedicated to raising awareness about the genetic disorder. Brenda Cancino met with an organization dedicated to improving the lives of those with this condition. The story is such an inspiration, and let's all be happy and help out those children. And now to more health news. There's new technology at a Greenville, North Carolina medical center followed more than 221,000 teens and young adults ages 13 to 25 who were. And now in tech news, Google unveiled its first doodle ever to be powered by artificial intelligence. Check it out. And coming up next, we've got all your welcome back to Unews. Thanks for staying with us. So now let's go to Miriam Arias for the very latest out of Hollywood, including some fun news for those Toy Story fans.